I'd like to speak a little about the strategic communication issues facing the country, the nation, as we confront the situation generated by COVID 19 and all the complications that arise therefrom. I think the first and foremost duty rests with the government. It's not for the media to spread the word about the cases, the testing, the lockdown, the fatalities, the situation facing doctors and nurses. I think primarily it's incumbent upon the national government, and I'm not just talking of the state governments which deal with day-to-day measures to combat the spread of the virus. I think it's really incumbent upon the nation, national government, upon our leadership, upon the Prime Minister, that there is a need in this emergency situation for us to regularly inform the people, the populace, the 1.3 billion people of this country about what we need to watch out for, what the government has planned for the country. The government needs to reassure people because there is a pall of fear. There is a lot of prejudice. There are stereotypes about the virus and about ostracizing groups of people who, for instance, doctors and nurses, who are treating, who are in the front line of this struggle, this war against the threat, the biological threat that we face. So my question is, why is it that the leadership doesn't appear before the country through the media which it commands, the electronic media for instance, on a regular basis, at systematic, frequent intervals, saying that these are the issues that have come up today. I know that you as the people have questions about this. I am here, we are here to address these issues, and that you do not have to fear because we have the situation under watch and you need not lose hope. So many rumors fly around. The electronic media, especially the television channels, have gone to town. They are whipping up a fear psychosis about the disease, when what we need is a scientific approach. We need somebody to talk to us in a calm, reassuring way, saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the questions that are being raised, that have come before me as a leader, as the government, and I want to answer that before you in a reassuring way, to tell you what the facts are, so that you do not listen to rumors, that you do not listen to falsehood, because we are here to take charge of the situation. We know our responsibility, we know what is involved, and come to us to seek truth from the facts. I think that's really what is before the government. That is the responsibility of the government at this point of time. To what extent this can be fulfilled, we will have to see. But frequent appearances before a national audience are the need of the hour. And we've seen the briefings from the White House. President Trump is surrounded by his team of experts, especially the good Dr. Fauci. And that's, it's those voices that we need, and there are sufficient voices in this country. There is enormous good sense, common sense in the country that we need to tap into, that can provide that reassurance to the people. That really is the need of the hour. We don't want prejudice to be spread. We don't want fear to be spread. We don't want anxiety to be spread. For instance, the lockdown is to end on April 14th. What next? What are the steps that are going to be taken? Obviously, the lockdown cannot be lifted overnight. We still have to strategize on the measures that are necessary to keep down the rate of infection, to ramp up testing, and at the same time to ensure that there are essential supplies, that the logistics and supply chain within the country is not affected. For instance, what are we going to do for truck drivers? Are we going to put in place special measures that protect them, that provide them with the insurance in case, God forbid, they were to fall ill? These are the thoughts that have to go into this process. And at the same time, we have to look at what impact there is going to be on the economy, on the self-employed labor, on the numerous migrants who have gone home. How are we going to get them back? Are we going to restore some modicum of public transport? All these issues, I think, need to be gone into. And what regular communication to a nationwide audience can serve to do, and this has to come from New Delhi, it has to come from the central government. What it can serve to do is, at this time of crisis, when we face a situation that is unprecedented, that nobody had foreseen, what are the lessons we can learn from this? What is the experience that the government is putting to good use? That is really what we hope for as citizens of this country.